First competitor, Danny O'Prey, with Clute. Get him on his legs there. Ach, Danny, leave him alone.
Here, come, would you move out of the road there in case one of them comes through?
Very sharp turn here.
Time. What time?
30 3/3.
Start is Gary McCulloch from Shankill Road Club. Then this pony turn to get off the flying start here. Just taking him around. Taking him around to get a flying start through the gate. And already a flying start. There's young Gary McCulloch. Competitors here tonight are all in favour of galloping it.
Whoop! He's going to do that.
Get a kick in the thighs. You get a deal on money. He's trying to throw him, where's he at?
Don't hit him, Gary. A bit of a slow time there. Young Gary McCulloch. And through the line facing up. First time, the time of the first competitor in the first round, which was Danny O'Prey with Clute, was 30 2/3 seconds.
What was that?
Time for the second competitor, Gary McCulloch, was 50. What was it? 55 2/3 seconds. Next competitor coming to the line is another one of the McCulloch family, a little piebald pony, and he's off to a flying start. Alright, the full gallop again.
He doesn't like a hard shoot on him.
Very sharp turn here, missed the turn. Watch your shot, Margaret. Get him through the line, son. And that competitor goes through the line. Time for that competitor was 47 seconds dead.
Through here, Michael. Michael.
Take a lamps out.
Hold on, Michael. Hold on.
Next competitor coming to the line is young Michael McReynolds, driving Buster, and his father's new four-wheel vehicle. It's cost £3,000. And he's off. Making quite a good shape at it on the trot. Making as good a time on the trot as most of the other competitors are doing on the gallop. Very awkward to manoeuvre this four-wheel vehicle around. It's not just as easy as the small two-wheel vehicles. Time for that competitor was 49 2/3 seconds. reasonable time for the first time through the four-wheel vehicle. Next competitor coming to the line is young Paddy Rooney. Also from the McGrath stable, head lad in the McGrath stable here. Driving Beauty in Mr. McGrath's trap. Beauty off the flying start now. He'll go through the thing with that from back. Just got up and knock. Very sharp turn there, another sharp turn. Should be quite a fast time there for young Paddy Rooney with Beauty. What is that?
40 and 2/3.
Quite a fast time there, 40 and 2/3 for that trap yoke. What do you call his...
Barney.
No, what do you call his outfit? Cottage craft or something?
Horseshoe crafts.
Next competitor to come to the line now is Mr. Tommy Murphy, Horseshoe Crafts.
Sorry now, sorry now, whose heart is aching for aching each smile, who's sad and blue, crying too, just like I cried over you. Right to the end, just like a friend, I tried to warn you somehow. You had your way, now you must pay. I'm glad that you're sorry now.
Off you Denver!
57 seconds there, Mr. Murphy took to cross the line. The next competitor to come to the line is Mr. Francie Denver with Mr. John Galway's Palomino pony. I don't know its name. Show winner here tonight. And he's off the flying start. In a reasonably fast time here, Mr. Denver. Very tricky turn here. Have to slow them right down. And he's through it all right. Coming up to go through the finish line.
What's he need?
Time for Francie Denver there was 42 and 3/3 seconds. 2/3 seconds. Next competitor to come to the line be Mr. Patsy Lee from Hannistown Stables. That is mare and trap. Mr. Lee getting off the flying start there.
Anyway, up or down.
Did a fast time here, Mr. Patsy Lee. Slows him right down at the last bend. Come round right through that very well. And out through the finish. Quite a fast time, I would say one of the fastest times tonight. What was that, Michael?
35, yeah. Oh, wait, Glenn.
35 seconds dead for Mr. Patsy Lee.
Where did they set the sun from us?
That's what I think, isn't it? Next competitor coming up the line is Mr. Alec Lynn's little skewball trade yoke, driven by his son. Winner twice before at these obstacle races. Quite a very steady little goer, this pony. The driver knows him very well too. Quite a large, well let out course here tonight. A bit bigger than usual. This little pony can go in and out of the obstacles, no bother at all. And out through the lane. Time's that, Dara?
46.
Time 46 seconds. For the coming up now for the second circuit of the course. Danny O'Prey was cleared again, getting away to another flying start. Fastest time tonight in the first circuit. Looks like he's going to do it the second time as well.
What?
And Mr. Danny O'Prey across the lane there with Clute. Time of 31.5 seconds there for Danny O'Prey with Clute. 31 2/3. 1 second slower than the first time round. Does that start when you press a button?
It's already going, Bram.
Next competitor, Mr. Gary McCulloch again. Off to a very quick start. Seems to be going a bit better the second time round. Got his ponies settled down a bit now. And a clear round there for young Gary McCulloch. Time for that competitor was 38 2/3 seconds. Next competitor now is another young McCulloch, a little piebald pony, coming through the circuit for the second time and sending him on there very fast. And he's getting chased on there. Going right down the last bend. Oh God, take it easy. And out through the line.
34.
Time of 34 and 2/3 seconds after young McCullough. Next competitor is young Michael McReynolds with Buster. Off their flying start with a 4-wheel vehicle. Bit awkward for going around the course of this 4-wheel vehicle. And right across the lane there, young Michael McReynolds, Buster. Is that Michael?
41.
Time for that competitor's 41 seconds. The line, young Paddy Rooney.
Moen.
Young Paddy Moen from the McReynolds stable. Again with Beauty in the trap. And he's off the flying start. On a very sharp skid there through the last two bends and out through the gates. Is that David?
40 on the third.
Time for that competitor was 41 third. Quite a fast time for that chap. 41 third seconds. You're the driver, too. You've been down here, Nate. Mr. Murphy now from Horseshoe Crafts coming through on the starting gate there. The young fella on toe there in the seat beside him for a bit of ballast. Keep him down and around the sharp bends here. You need a bit of weight in these vehicles. Tommy's horse, Barney, getting chased on around the last couple of bends. Finds it very hard to get around that last one. He doesn't bother, he just goes straight out through the gates.
Maybe all seen it. Seen it. 40.
What is it?
40.
Time for that competitor's 43 seconds.
Okay.
Next competitor to come to the line is Mr. Francie Denver. Again driving Mr. John Galway's Palomino pony and road cart. And he's across the line to flying start. Police having themselves in here.
Yeah, heard that.
It's yourself, man.
God knows what way that'll come out.
What was it? Time for that competitor was 45 seconds.
Brian, you know when the camera's so close to me?
I think there's a real phone number here, but no. This competitor's Mr. Patsy Lee off the flying start here. This Mirren trap. Means business here. Getting ready for a sharp skid turn here. A very fast time there for Mr. Patsy Lee, I would say. What's that, Michael? What's that, Michael? Identical time of Mr. Danny O'Prey, 31 2/3 for this round. Round here's young Alec Lynn. A little trade yoke again. Francis. Mr. Alec Lynn off the flying start.
Knocked one down.
Going over there. Very unusual for this young driver. How does he cross the line? Right, no one else stuff. Time for that competitor there was 53 seconds dead.
Probably.
And now we come for the third circuit. And it's Danny O'Prey with Clout. Off the flying start on his last round of the course. Very hard pony to beat tonight. Best time up to now, 30 and 2/3 seconds in the first circuit. Going very fast here indeed. On his third time round. Took him a bit wide here. Made a fatal mistake there. Get off.
Still on. I'm waiting for the time, Bram.
What's that time, Michael? 47 2/3 seconds for the second of the track.
Cheers, on.
This competitor is young Gary McCulloch. Driving his latest buy here. Walking him through the last two, very awkward turns. And out through the finishing gate, young Gary McCulloch. Next to follow him will be his younger brother again, with the little piebald pony. Does quite a fast time too. Taking him round to give his head a flying start. Now he's going the wrong way around. Take him round again. And he's changed carts here. I don't know why there's any significance in this, but he's changed carts. And he's off to a flying start again. This is one of the Denver new lightweight models of carts he has put on. I don't know whether it'll make any difference. These carts are specially designed, aerodynamically styled for speed.
Oh, one down.
Of course, that doesn't account for don't take into account the driver's ability. Just knocked the cone over there. It's too fast for the pony. Next competitor come the line's young Michael McReynolds in the four-wheeled open carriage with Buster off through the line for the third circuit of the track tonight. Slowing them right down, making quite a reasonable shape of getting through these last two cones, which are very awkward for a four-wheel vehicle. And out across the line there, young Michael McReynolds. The time. Quite a reasonably fast time there, 42 seconds for young Michael McReynolds. Next to come to the line, Mr. Paddy Mohan with Mr. McReynolds' Beauty and Trap. And he's off. Round through the last two awkward ones and out through the gate. Time of 45 2/3 seconds there for that competitor, young Michael Mohan. Mr. Tommy Murphy, Horseshoe Crafts Twinbrook. The young fella again in tow. Going to give Barney a last shake of the circuit here. I think Barney's beginning to get the hang of it now, settled down. Coming right round. I wonder will he make this last bend here. I don't think he's very fond of the last turn. And properly through the course this time. I think Tommy's horse Barney has his own ideas about this obstacle course. Reasonably fast time of 45 2/3 seconds there for Mr. Murphy.
Tommy's keeping everybody up.
Stand the gate.
And you're making sure not to get into it. You're sliding around the back of me all the time.
Next competitor to come to the line is Mr. Francie Denver with John Galway's pony. Coming out for the last circuit of the track here tonight at Andersonstown Leisure Centre. This pony doing quite well tonight because he hasn't been too long in harness this year. Settling down quite well. Has picked up a couple of prizes this year already at these small shows. And a better round I would say there for Mr. Francie Denver. Time for that competitor is 51 seconds for Mr. Francie Denver. Next competitor to come to the line for the last time is Mr. Patsy Lee with his pony and trap. And off their flying start there.
Oh, you're selling it after the
Quite a fast timer for Mr. Patsy Lee. Time of, was that Michael?
32 dead.
Time of 32 seconds dead there for Mr. Patsy Lee. Quite a fast time there for a pony and trap going around this track tonight. Competitor tonight here at Andersonstown Leisure Centre is young Alec Lynn with his skewball pony. And he's off on his last circuit of the track tonight. This is the first of the evening drives this summer, organised by the Belfast Horse Drivers Association. The first of many, we hope, this year. Quite a reasonably good evening as well. The sun's shining. And young Alec Lynn comes through the last two obstacles tonight. And out through the gate for the last competitor of the evening. A fairly slow time of 55 seconds there for that pony. And the overall winner of the obstacle course tonight was Mr. Patsy Lee with his pony and trap of an overall time of... Dougie, what was that time? Dougie? A total time of 98 2/3 seconds from Mr. Patsy Lee. And a presentation there to Mr. Patsy Lee. Also won a bet of 2 shillings from Mr. McReynolds. Presentation there by Mr. Michael Ross, who was good enough to do the judging here tonight as well. We're coming out for the Grand Parade now, evening. All the competitors.
The Grand Parade. Come on, Mike, keep up with the rest, please. Just run there, come on. Run there.
Here we have Mr. Patsy Lee with a Greasing 2000. Looking very well with a Greasing 2000 on it. Just another wee seal there. Looking very pleased, letting on the seals for the wee lad. The wee lad's no chance of getting a seal.
Try and pick them out in ones, Freddie, and I'll put the camera on each
Tommy
one.
Murphy with a famous
Oh
trotter.
no, there we are.
Cardigan Bay.
Cardigan Bay here,
Keep it on, Murphy, in.
otherwise known as Matey Quinn.
We have Mr. Michael Ross galloping rags in the four-wheeler. Just over there we have Mr. Ross galloping rags.
Pick somebody else out, Brian, there, to get the camera on them.
Mr. Francie Denver there, with his young son and daughter, and here's one right on top of us here.
Hold on. I really got to set up and then start talking. I have to pick somebody else now. Those them two young lads.
That hat not fitty, that I know. Oh, that's, their hat not fitty, no?
I'm thinking about me now. It's just Saturday another wrist. I'll make it fit for we'll get our lad. See you tomorrow night, then, big time.
Mr. Ducky McCartney away with his suit. Harder the Elliott brothers. This suit does not fit this man, as you'll notice the wee bum flap is jogging up and down.
A budding young tin beef inspector there.
Hey, Brian, just talk us out the end of it now and we'll wind it up.
Mr. McGrounds there, chief organiser of this soiree tonight, just walking away there. Lifted £50 in bets tonight. Two non-competitors here tonight, Mr. Billy Denver and Mr. Moneybags McConville there. I think there's maybe a bit of a bit in for this pony tonight. He's getting a bit of drive out of Mr. Denver, showing what this little mare can do here. Maybe she'll have a different owner tonight going out the gates. Mr. Billy Denver sitting relaxing there as usual. Very hard worker, you know, when he's sitting in an armchair.
I can say that this show went very well today, and I'm hot off to this.
Here, would you thank Mr. McGee there for commentating this for me?
I stole my job, but I commentator for this week drive.
WBC.
And the judge? Ducky, you have to thank that judge.
Mr. Ross, thanks to Mr. Ross for judging this show. And all the competitors for coming. No way.
What happened, Mr. Mays? Horse today?
Mr. May, a non-competitor here today. Doing a bit of secret training here at nights, I think. I think he's keeping her under wraps for the next show here. He says he's going to sweep the boards. Successor there to Mr. Henry Kane walking out the gate, young Ducky McCartney.
Leave her up there.
Mrs. McConville getting in here decides she's going to have a little drive with Huey around the track here. Maybe she'll make him buy this little mare here before. By the time she gets out the gate, she'll maybe make him buy this little mare. And Mr. Kojak McCulloch over there, we're in the dark classes. There's the taxman was looking at him, that's why he's travelling incognito these days. Getting that much money, he doesn't know what to do with it. 13 of a family and 17 horses. activity of the horse drivers over leaning against his new Datsun car, his latest acquisition, is Mr. Desmond Douglas, owner or co-owner of a pony called Goldie, brought over from the United States of America at very great expense. One of the most prominent floor layers in Belfast, north or south.
Did these kids move out of the way a wee bit?
Very contented looking chap there. Just likes to stand on the sidelines and let other people have the glory. A very quiet worker behind the scenes. Another man, Mr. Douglas, with plenty of money. Says he has none, but I find that hard to believe.
He's weighing up the horses or something there, isn't he?
I think he's just can't decide which yoke he's going to buy here tonight.
I think he's tipple tell us, has he?
He's looking very strongly at that four-wheel vehicle on Mr. McGrath's. I would say he'd be putting a bid on him for it before the night's over. Another stalwart of these clubs here is Mr. Dinger Bell there with the cap tonight. He's given his pony a rest tonight.
Let's see, what is he? No.
Somewhere else up there. How many days get behind it?
What did you say there, sir?
What did you
What
say
did
there,
you
Mr.
say?
Douglas?
I didn't get you there.
Behind it. I can take that out.
Some,
What you want to do? Get a couple of them in.
some very serious negotiating going on here over in the corner between Mr. Dinger Bell and Mr. Hugh McConville. I don't know what sort of a plot they're hatching. I heard somebody saying that, talking about going over to the Welsh Mountains and buying a few ponies and bring them over for resale in Belfast here.
What's on there?
Mr.
They're looking over in
Paddy
that car.
Bassett's having a look underneath his car. Don't know whether it's for a bomb or whether it's just leaking oil or...
No. With Dinger's leg.
Now, what did you think of the show today, Bran?
Very well, very well.
It went very well.
Mr. Francie Denver tried to run your wife and I down.
He did not.
He was going to go over the top of us or below us or through us. Then he says there's no need to panic. Does he know that I have a weak heart?
What about your own yoke, Mr. McGee? Any chance of seeing it at these days?
Well, we've decided, Mr. Douglas and I, my co-owner here, has decided that we'll keep him under wraps for a week or two,
Would that be Steady Smoke a Pit?
and then we'll bring him out. We're grooming him for stardom, let's put it like that, before we put him in the box.
Mr. McGee, you might not believe us, but the whole time you've been on, the video's been switched off. That never does go in there.
Where's Michael's rosette, Freddie? Aye.